Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm here for my first solo live show called Worth the Wait. Um, I just wanted to do the show so we could start going over stuff that we see in the weigh-ins, different stuff. We had some pretty crazy stuff happen at the weigh-ins. Not crazy, but we lost the best fight on the card, in my opinion. But yeah, just wanted to go over anything that I had seen in any of the weigh-ins and stuff, obviously, that you guys seen because got a super smart chat too. So want to see what everybody's seen. Appreciate everybody being in here, man. I already got some comments. We got I don't know, I think First Shot Pro. He said first comment, man. I appreciate you showing up for my first show, dude. Having the first comment. That is awesome. Jenna Doyle. Hang on, let me get my drink. Hell yeah. Thank you for showing up, Jenna. You're always showing up, so I appreciate the support. Always got me a good energy drink tonight too. Maybe make me think of some more better betting tips. But yeah, we got Loose Assault in the building. Let's fucking go. Cub by KO. He looked good. He looked good at the weigh-ins, man. Came in a pound under that 136 limit. So pretty happy about that. Victor, what's up? Victor said, yep, Cub looking great. Yeah, man. I think that's what a lot of people were waiting for this week was to see what Cub was going to look like on the scales, dropping down to 135 for the first time. And he looked amazing, I thought. Raw Torque, what's up, man? I appreciate you being here. He said, Assuncao looked spooked, worried during the face-off with Henry today. Never seen him look so subdued. Henry TKO, KO sub plus 170. I like that. I've seen that too. And Henry, I mean, he looked a little bit bigger than Assuncao. And man, I really, really, really like his skill set, man. I think he has everything to compete with Assuncao. And the shots he was hitting Hani Barcelos with and rocking him, I think are going to put a Assuncao out of there. So yeah, I like that. Plus 170 too. That's good money. He said, I don't like CJ's weight bully BS. Got Tatsuro by sub or decision. Yep, and I hope so. I believe this is what the second or maybe third time, or what he's fought three times. I think he's missed weight 2 out of his 3 times. So yeah, man, I don't like that either. I'm sick of these guys missing weight. If you can't make weight, then go up a weight class. Unless there was literally something wrong with like Askar today, man. He seems like a professional fighter, pretty professional fighter. Doesn't miss weight or nothing. So I'm sure it had to be something pretty big with him to miss weight. He said, it looks like Misha Cirkonov has atrophy in his left arm. I didn't like his excuse for moving back up to 205. Zoe by KO plus 130. I love it. Yeah, man, he does. He doesn't have it. He's left-handed, and he doesn't have a left tricep. He's missing at least 3/4 of his left tricep with somebody said he got in a car accident and had a little nerve damage. And that atrophied his arm. And yeah, man, I mean, it's hard to fight these big dudes like that if you're missing, one of your main muscles on your strong arm. So yeah, that's not good for him. Daz Files, he said, let's go. What's up, Daz, man? I appreciate you showing up and supporting as always. Everybody go check out Daz on Twitter too, man. He's always putting up good posts, and he's a good dude. So everybody check out Daz's stuff on Twitter. Zach Singleton, what's up? He said, what's up, Cody? What's up, Zach? Man, I appreciate you coming out for my first live show by myself. Appreciate the support. We got Effie from Any Action. Effie, he said, here to support the homie Blood Money. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, Effie. Everybody go check out Effie's channel too. Twitter, Instagram, and his YouTube, breaking down the fight videos. He gives out good college football information and pro football information too. So go check out all of Effie's channels. And I really appreciate you showing up tonight for me, Effie. That's awesome, man. MMA Bet Masters. He said, what's up, boys? He said, what's happening, boys? Appreciate you coming out, MMA Bet Masters. Everybody go check out all his stuff, too, on Instagram, too. I know I follow him on that. Pink Freud, my boy, said, Hughes looked the best shape ever. She did. She looked in really good shape. I've seen when she gave a flex on the scale, she had her lats were poking out. Everything, man, looked super good. Yodos woof us. He said, good luck this weekend, everyone. Appreciate you showing up for me, man. Good luck to you too, for sure. We're going to figure out some good bets on this fight. My boy, Low Titty Ortega, Low Titties Ortega. He said, let's fucking go, Cody. Is this a new show? Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to start going over weigh-in stuff and just talking with everybody, going over what we've seen in the weigh-ins. If it affects really any of the bets or anything like that. I know next week's going to be a big weigh-in show too with Charlie Oliveira, see what happens with him on the scales. And I believe there's 14 or 15 fights on that. So we'll definitely learn something. Effie said, what was the reason Misha gave for the move back up? Yeah, I didn't see that either. But yeah, I would definitely like to know that too. Herb Dean, the gold standard, the winner of last week's contest. He won 5 autograph cards. I hope he got them. I sent them out. Maybe I think my girl sent him out on like Tuesday or something, or Monday, so he should have got him by now. But he said it's scary having bets on guys like Mana and Dusko when they looking like noodles at weigh-ins and compared to their jacked opponents. Yeah, dude. Jordan Wright looked like he was in great shape today. Dusko never has no type of emotion, like hyped up, low. He's just like laid back, like his hands, his striking defense. So hopefully he's not laid back and he's hyper vigilant about them knees and elbows out of the clinch. That's going to be coming from Jordan Wright because we seen what Chidi did with him last time. Low Titty said, "Don't worry, Herb. Yeah, they will." He said they will win. Herb Dean said Menifield looking slightly softer than usual. Hopefully it's due to extra cardio training. Yeah, I did see that. He didn't look as jacked as he usually does, but usually when he puts weight back on, he looks jacked up. And Misha, man, Misha can look as big as he wants, dude. He's in all that. He did look, and he actually did look big at the weigh-ins today, but he's still gotta take punches to the chin, and that chin is just terrible, man. But yeah, I noticed that too, Herb. Effie said, agree with Low T City. You got this, Herb. They'll get it done. Yep. We got my boy Anthony Dewey Mask. He said the new show name is fire. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Appreciate you showing up. Already got 19 viewers here. That's awesome, man. If everybody could hit that like button, you guys leaving comments probably help it get seen. But I appreciate everybody showing out. Houdini Beats. He said this card looks really fun and good for bets. Yeah, man. Luckily I didn't have no bets on that Askar fight that got canceled, but I just wanted to really watch that as a fan. That was my favorite fight that was on this card, and it got taken from us, man. It sucks. I'm not really sure what happened with that. I mean, I seen that Royval said he had heard that that Askar wasn't going to make weight, and then that he had offered him like a catch weight fight, but Askar didn't even want the catch weight fight. So he must have been injured or something, because he's usually really professional. You know, Askar hasn't missed no weight or done anything like that. So yeah, he must have had like some type of injury or sickness or something, man. Oh, Dev the dude, my boy is in the building. What's up, Dev the dude? He said, "Yo, yeah, man, everybody check out Dev's stuff. If you already haven't heard of Dev or check this stuff out, Dev the Dude 1. Check out his breakdown videos with him and Sell the Red, and he got a great Instagram page too. So go check out all that stuff. And he makes great picks. He makes picks every weekend. He's gonna give you great underdog picks and all that. So I really appreciate him showing up too and showing some support, man. I wanted to tell everybody I still got the black hat on. I don't want to wear the black hat every day, every time, but it's my lucky hat at this point. I've won 5 weeks in a row since I started wearing it, so I hope to be wearing it for like 5 months straight. But yeah, so what does everybody think? What does everybody think, or what has anybody heard about why the Askar and Brandon Royval fight was canceled? If anybody's heard anything, because I didn't really hear much about it. I know that. Like I said about the catch weight thing, but I'm gonna have to assume that he was sick or something like that. Dev said, let's fucking go. Got my boy Johnny K Picks in the house. Said, what's up, Cody? What's up, gang? Let's cash those bets tomorrow. Askar is a bum. Yeah, man. I was shocked when I woke up. I didn't even get up to like 4:30, and when I woke up and seen that he was out, that fight was off, I was hurt, because that could have been the main event on this card, to be honest. You know, I probably would have took that over the main event, and now we just lose that whole fight. And I know a lot of people had a lot of money on that, different ways, different props and everything, so it sucks that people lost their bets like that. Yeah, I know, but I bet Johnny had some. And everybody too, you know, check out Johnny K Picks shows, man. His Twitter's fire, his Instagram's fire, and his breakdown videos and our live shows are awesome. Make sure everybody remembers too, next Wednesday, we're going to do the live show on his show for UFC 280. It's going to be a big show. We're going to be giving out some prizes, at least a couple giveaways. And then on the live show on Friday night, there's going to be a couple giveaways too. So we're going to do that live show next Friday night, since the UFC 280s in the morning. We're going to do it Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to have some great cappers. Right now, it's me, Artem MMA Analysis, Johnny K Picks, Patrick with Addicted to Combat, and hopefully Burt MMA. I got to talk to him. I got to have Artem get a hold of him. So we'll see what's up. But next week's show is going to be fire, man. We're going to have some really good picks. It's going to be after the weigh-ins and all that. And then we're going to, like I said, have some really good giveaways and stuff. So that's awesome. Dev, I'll be live in the AM. Come hang. Tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to hit you up on Instagram. I'll message you. I got to think what's going on. But yeah, I'll see what's up for sure in the AM before the fights. Or maybe he's talking before UFC 280, which I might be able to get up and do that actually, because I'm going to call off of work next Friday night so I can watch that. Yotis Askar was scared, homie. That's a possibility. I mean, he pulled out. Dev said Johnny K. Donovan said he probably injured, so refused that catch weight. Yeah. Oh shit, my boy Anthony with the $9.99 tip, man. I appreciate that. That's my first tip ever. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I know I gave him some really good parlay tips on Instagram that he hit some, so I appreciate that. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, I don't know how. Oh, it's up there. It's up in the thing. I never even seen that. So yeah, I appreciate you, Anthony. That is awesome, man. Jenna, what's up, Johnny K? Johnny K said, what's up? Let's see, Pink Freud. Royval was my third largest bet. Had good odds then. Wishing Askar had a bad weight cut and then still fought, right? Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I forget. I had a bet like that recently where somebody just missed weight, looked terrible. I think it was a girl fighter. And then they just looked terrible during the fight. I had a big underdog. Oh man, but they just didn't fight like they usually did. But yeah, man. Yeah. There's nothing better than that when you got a good bet on somebody and their opponent misses weight, looks terrible, all that. So Jenna said, how fun. Josh Sanders said, sick show, man. What's up, Josh? I appreciate all the support all the time on Instagram, YouTube, all that, bro. Great dude right there. Dev said, yes, come hang. Yes, hit me with the link and a message on Instagram, and we'll definitely get together, Dev. My boy Saba's in here. What's up, Saba? Appreciate you showing up, man. I know he's waiting for UFC 280. He's a huge Sean O'Malley fan, and I'll have to do my tape study for that. I'm gonna call off of work tonight so I can get all my tape study done, because every one of these fights, it's really on a UFC 280. It's really like none that are easy just to watch a couple quick fights. Every one of these fights can take me 40 minutes because they all got a lot of tape on them. So I can't wait to watch the Jan O'Malley tape, man. I think O'Malley has a lot more of a chance than people are giving him for sure. Dev said, yeah. Let's see. Jenna said, Royval was in my DraftKings lineup. Had to get him out. Yeah, because that was a good pick anyways, because I'm sure he was at a really good price. And then he was going to score some points regardless. He wasn't just going to get finished in the first. So bare minimum, he was going to get you some points, possibly the win too. So that's a good DraftKings pick right there. Sucks he's out. Mario Fights, what's up, bro? He said, best in the business, blood money MMA. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Put a lot of hard work into this, and it's finally starting to pay off a little bit, man. After a whole year of hard work, I think I got about 260 tracked bets and all that, and up 51, almost 52 units. So it's been a great first year. I'm going to try to add on to that. Like I said, I asked some people too. I was going to ask people, do you think I should reset my because I think I'm like 150 and 108 for plus 51.9 units, and it's been my year, and I was thinking of either resetting it at the end of the year or possibly just keeping it going, because I want to see everybody watch me build that up to 50 grand in the next 2 years, and it's going to happen. I started with 300 and I'm up to 5109. So you know what I mean? It's going to happen. I just got to 10 times that, right? I already 10 times that 300. Almost 20 times it. So I just got to 10 times this 5,000 now, and we'll get it. It's all about good bankroll management, boys and girls. So let's see, man. I appreciate that though. Mario Savasa, Johnny K, what's up? Royval, stupid autocorrect. My autocorrect, man, I want to punch my phone all the time. It just autocorrects everything for no reason. Like it autocorrects the word the to like THTTJE for no reason every time. Can't stand it. Raw Torque, he said, I like Vivi's presser. She seems mentally and physically ready. Like her as a dog, money line. Yeah, she does. She looked in great shape. She looked ready, but she always looks in great shape, and she's good. She's always good. It's just her explosive, even if she got the best cardio in the world, she would still slow down because everything she does is so explosive. Her takedowns are all power. She has a little technique in her striking, but she's throwing power on everything. Her takedowns are power, jiu-jitsu, power, holding girls down. I like her, but I just do not like her in a 5-round fight. And I mean, I know it's supposed to be close, but I could also see a route where Grasso wins 4 out of 5 rounds. Like, Grasso looks so good against a really physically big Macy Barber in the clinch and all that. And with reversals, with her submissions on the ground, I think she's going to be able to hang with Vivian. She's just got to keep them hands up in that first round and a half, 2 rounds when Vivian's really throwing heat and powerful. But I mean, Vivian's got one knockout in the UFC over Bernardo in her first fight. So I don't think she's going to just stop Alexa Grasso, but she did. She looks in great shape. You're right about that, Raw Torque. Saba said, I'm pretty sure you're gonna go with Pieter, but how much percent chance you give Sean before the tape? Thinking that Piotr Jan starts slow in that first round always, and that O'Malley, it's in the big cage that helps O'Malley. O'Malley's got good striking, and if this stays a striking match for 3 full rounds like it might do, I don't know if Jan's going to use all that wrestling. It could play out close, you know. It could play out where O'Malley wins that first round just based off Piotr Jan being low output, you know, getting all his reads and stuff, and then maybe Piotr starts taking off a little bit in that second round, and then in the third round, you know, it could be 1-1 going into that third round, and some people got a plus 400 dog in Sean O'Malley, so it's a good spot to have that. But yeah, man. O'Malley's going to have to start fast, though, because you've seen he started slow against Pedro Munoz and lost that first round. He cannot afford to give up that first round against Piotr Jan in this fight. But and I don't see him stopping Jan. I really don't see Jan stopping O'Malley. Jan's not really a finisher in his own right. I mean, he beats people down. He beat up, finished like a gassed out Aldo at 135. But yeah, man, he fights close. He fights close fights in 3-round fights. Saba, you doing some Chelsea bets this weekend? I think he's just talking to Johnny because I think that's some soccer. I don't know nothing. I barely know anything about American football anymore, man. I used to bet American football big and know a lot. Definitely don't rest. Yep. Yoda said, do both. Keep tracking, but start a yearly track. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Ari said reset. I mean, keep it rolling. Ari, oh, definitely don't reset. Keep it rolling. Okay. I got you. And like Yoda said, make another one. I get that one too, just to see what I'm doing year to year. My first year was like September 17th to September 17th. And I believe I was up 51 units. You know, I was like, I believe 148 and like 106 in my bets. So I want to see after, you know, get 1,000 bets up there and see where we're at. Dev said Grasso decision. I'm liking that. He said lock. I like that. If Dev's on it, it must be good. It's gonna hit. If we're both on it, Dev, man, great minds think alike. My boy, the Dab Father's in the building. What's up, man? Appreciate you showing up. He said, "What's up, fellas?" Appreciate that. Any action, F yeah. And check out the Dab Father on Twitter, man. I like his account. He's a great guy too. Grasso might be able to take advantage of Vivian's gas tank late in this fight. Yep. That was, you know, one of the biggest factors. 3-round fight. I would still take Grasso in a 3-round fight. I mean, I watched Jessica I beat Vivian Araujo in a 3-round fight, and that was like two and a half years ago. And when Araujo was like 33 years old, you know, still more in her prime. And I'm taking the Grasso that I've seen in these last 3 fights. I'm taking her over Jessica I. If they would, I would have it aligned about the same. I actually probably in a 5-round fight, man, with Jessica I would be tougher than this Vivian Araujo fight, in my opinion. So, but yeah, that's definitely a big factor, Effie. Definitely. Herb Dean said, if Islam wins, what chances you give him to get a finish first decision? Maybe, I mean, I think that maybe he could get a late finish, a third, fourth, or fifth round finish if Islam wins, because just the pace that Oliveira sets, you know what I mean? If he gets taken down, he's not just going to lay there on his back, let Islam do a couple ground and pound shots, lay there. He's going to be trying to get up the whole time, throwing up submissions. So when they're striking, he's going to be throwing big punches. So, and then Islam goes at a great grappling pace, you know what I mean? He wears dudes down. So, I would say that if Islam's going to win, which he's not, but if he's going to win, it's going to be probably like a third, fourth, or fifth round submission after Olives has done everything he could to try to get up, throw his strikes and all that, and just it kind of slows down in Islam. I mean, because I don't think Islam's got better jiu-jitsu, but when people's tired and one dude's just dominating another guy. But like I said, this is all hypothetical because it's not happening. It's not happening. I know you got my boy Johnny K Picks. He's getting mad right now, even hearing that. Drank the wrong stuff, drank tea. I'm trying to drink this energy drink. Get me hyped up, boys. So Saba said, Sean definitely going to fight for the people's money. For sure, man. And anybody that got him at like plus 350, plus 400, props to you because, I mean, that's good money, dude. He's good. If you go watch Sean with the Vera fight, which I'm about to watch again here in a little bit, he was landing the harder shots on Vera, to be honest. From what I remember in my head, like they was exchanging leg kicks, and it looked like O'Malley was actually hitting harder, like throwing the harder shots, but he just got hit in that weird nerve. So nothing you can do about that. Hopefully that don't happen. I just want to see a great fight. Who's the better fighter? Said, Saba looking for BTTS, Chelsea money line. Okay, got this. Them dudes, Johnny and Saba, man, they know their soccer. They make good bets. Herb. Also, as much as I hate Dilla Snake, I think there's a little value on him at plus 150 right now if his body's working well. Yeah, that's another tough fight, man. It's like that's what I'm thinking. If I'm looking at it, I'm not betting Aljo at that, but and I just in my mind, it's like, is fucking Aljo gonna backpack him, dude, for all them rounds? But I mean, standing, it's gonna be Dillashaw. Dillashaw's got good wrestling. I mean, we've seen Dominic Cruz hit a couple takedowns on him, but it's gonna be, man. I can't wait till UFC 280. I can't wait until all the everything, all the live shows, everything. I'm gonna bring up a couple of my bets here, and we'll just see what you guys think after what you guys seen in the weigh-ins too. Let's see, Saba said they should beat Villa in my opinion. Effie said Vivian is like 35. I think she's a month away from 36. Yeah. She don't look like it, that's for sure. But yeah, man, and none of that's helping her gas tank. And she's never fought in a 5-round fight. Jenna Doyle said, "Oh my God, Victor Henry's hair is gorgeous. I was confused with another fighter with the last name. Oh, dude, he does have amazing hair. I did see that. I got a big bet on him, so I wasn't mad. If I had a bet against him, I'd be like, look at his dumb hair. But no, his hair was glorious today, definitely." Derek, my boy Derek Izzy, what's up, man? He said, I can email you the spreadsheet I use to track my bets. Excel is great to keep track of everything. I build it out to track multiple sports, win, losses, underdog, wins, profit, etc. Yeah, man. Yeah, hit me up. Send me the thing. I'm so terrible with technology. Like I put up my things like on here, I'll show you. That's why I'm getting a little better with technology. I like that I can even do this right now. So I put these up on Twitter, man. And Instagram's a little more forgiving. People don't really care as much, but on Twitter, they're like, dude, why don't you? They're like Excel and Word and all that's so much easier. They're like, why do you write your stuff out like that? And it's like, man, I'm just old school, dude. I write everything out, all my notes, because like, that's another thing I think that helps me. I'm not sure, who does or doesn't do this, but like, for every fight. So if I started using Excel, for my, like writing down, like what's good, what's the opponent's, good traits, what's their bad skills, all that. If I started using Excel for that and just had it locked up, all that information locked up in there or put in that I put in, I think that, when it came to their fights, I could just pull up that guy's information and then pull up the other guy and then read it and be like, all right, I think it's going to be this. But instead of doing that, which would be the easy way out, which would help me so much, I rewatch the tape every time. Even if I've watched the guy fight 6 times this year and I've rewatched every fight, because I watch at least 2 to 3 fights on every single fighter just to refresh my memory, make sure it's what it is. And man, it takes me so long to do all that. But definitely, Derek, man, send me all that. I'm down for that. My boy Patrick, man, what's up? Addicted to Combat. Cody live on a Friday night. What a treat. Appreciate you showing up, Patrick. That's one of the sharpest guys on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, to be honest, guys. Everybody check his channel out. He makes excellent bets. He probably puts in more time than me, which is amazing on this, to be honest. And he really knows his stuff, man. So everybody check out Addicted to Combat. Check out his live shows on Wednesday, which are awesome. Check out he does like his bet shows. He does his breakdowns. Super smart, super sharp guy. I tell you that right now. And check out all the shows. He'll be on our live show with Johnny and Artem and them next Friday night too. So look out for that. Also, we're going to be doing some more fight companions too. So look for that on Johnny K's channel or Addicted to Combat's channel. We're going to be moving them around. So definitely check that out. He said that's exactly what Aljo said he was going to do, and I can see him doing it, man. If he did it to Piotr Jan, who has great takedown defense, he could definitely do it to TJ Dillashaw, who's getting a little older too. Jenna said exactly, Patrick. Effie said TJ is coming off knee surgery. Aljo better win. He better. Yeah. But I mean, Aljo was coming off that crazy neck surgery last time when he won. So, but I'm with you on that, man. I think we kind of want Aljo to win anyways going forward. TJ's a little up there in age, even though I love the way he fights, dude. TJ's tough as hell, man. He blew his knee out against Sandhagen in the first round in that last fight. Like really blew it out, you know, and still fought tough, was taking major leg kicks, was grappling the whole time. That dude's a warrior, dude. He's tough, so he's gonna fight for your money for sure. And I don't see him getting finished by Aljo. So the only one getting the finish, I mean, I guess Aljo could take his back and submit him, but we've never seen that with Dillashaw. You know, we've seen really good grappling with him. Let's see. Patrick said, I was just in the gym. Otherwise, I would have been here on time. Appreciate you. I appreciate you getting here even a little late, man. Showing support, giving me what is it? Shows that I know some people, you know. I'm brain dead. I usually don't miss my words, but shows I got some clout, I guess. I got the big boys in here, man. The Dab Father, he said, TJ just so well-rounded, I want to take a shit on him. A shot. I believe it's a shot. Yeah, but or maybe it might not be a typo. Any action, he said, Patrick stays getting that pump in. Oh, yep. Biggest, meanest capper in the building, except great, nice dude, man. He definitely the personality don't fit the look for sure, but he's a great guy, dude. Great guy. I'm glad he made a channel. Glad I got to meet him and talk to him and all that. Patrick is in Ngannou from YouTube. Yeah, like Debo, coming up like Debo, man. When I grow up, I want to have muscles like Patrick. Patrick, I usually lift out in Henderson, Nevada. Whenever I go out to Vegas for the fights, Effie, we'll get a lift in together next time. That would be awesome. When I go out there, I'm gonna see my boy Effie too, man. I'm gonna be out there and hopefully right after Christmas, right at that week in between Christmas and New Year's Eve, when I got a week shutdown. So if anybody's out there, hit me up and we'll get together. Saba says, Cody, what's your most confident pick? I mean, I really like let's see, I really like this bet right here. I'm really confident in all my picks this weekend. But I really like this under in the Alonzo Menifield Misha Cirkonov fight, especially after seeing the weigh-ins today. Misha looked big. Misha looked really big. He looked in good shape. Excuse me for coming back up to 220 or coming back up to 205. But you can do all that. You can be in the best shape ever, but if your chin is still your chin, it's terrible. But what it is good for is it's in the small cage, so that's going to help this under because these dudes are going to have to fight. You know, these two big dudes in a very small cage, they're going to have to fight. So either Menifield is going to land that knockout, you know, stuff the takedowns, land the knockout, or with Misha being so good and so good at grappling, man, is so big and good at grappling, he's either going to get the takedowns in that small cage, and I think if he gets the takedowns, he could obviously possibly get the sub. The dude is very, very talented. So I really like this under 1.5 in the Menifield fight, especially for the price. You know what I mean? It's still like minus 125, and there's a ton of value there, man. Misha Cirkonov's been finished in 5 of his last 6 losses, and 5 of them last 6 losses were all under 1.5 rounds, and 4 of them 5 losses that were under 1.5 rounds. 4 of them were in the first round. Alonzo Menifield's got 12 wins, 11 of them are finishes in under 1.5 rounds, and 10 of them are in the first round. So all the stats and everything tell you that. Then you add in a small cage, like I said, Misha's slightly dusty chin, man. Everything leads me to this. But if I was going to pick a money line lock, it would be Victor Henry. He's so good, man. He's just really well-rounded. I'm glad he got his chance in the UFC. And what he showed against Barcelos on short notice is more than enough than he would need for this Raphael Assuncao. Now, 6 years ago would have been a different story. We'd be talking about a whole different line, whole different, breakdown. But as we are right now, I'm going with Victor Henry, but I do really like this under bet. What does everybody think about this Menifield under bet, by the way? Like, do you think that that this hits? What did anybody bet anything in this fight? I also have the Menifield Henry parlay, and I really like that because, like I said, Misha can look as big as he wants and as good as he wants at the weigh-ins, but you just got to watch his Span fight, his Johnny Walker fight, his Volkan Oezdemir fight, his Glover Textera fight, man. Great hammer, terrible nail. As soon as things stop going his way, he usually will give up, will find a way out of there, unfortunately. And he didn't against Krzysztof Jotko, but he doesn't put enough pressure on anybody to make them fold. So, yeah, Effie said he wants to lift with Patrick for sure. The dab father, TJ will get back to his feet. Aljo won't backpack him, in my opinion. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. If I'm gonna be honest, if I'm betting that fight, I'm either gonna be looking at an over or I'm gonna be looking at Dillashaw, especially if the line keeps going that way. People are going to force me to bet him. If Aljo's minus 220 or something like that, and you get Dillashaw up to like plus 180, you're going to be forcing me to bet him at that point. And anyways, he's got a shit chance. I mean, what would that fight be with Aljo's backpack and all that? You get, 55 to 45. You know what I mean? Aljo wins 55 times. Dillashaw wins 45 times, something like that, because it's not that big, though. It's not that big of a gap where Araujo should be that big of a favorite, especially after how good Dillashaw looked coming back against Sandhagen. I thought he looked good. I actually thought Sandhagen won that fight by decision, but it was super close. And like I said, he blew his knee out and still was able to fight through it. James, my boy Jim and Amy, what's up? He said, let's go this weekend. What's up, Jim? And Amy, appreciate you guys showing up. Yeah, man, you guys got good bets in too. I like the underdogs you guys got. You guys are on Malkoun with me. Sam Hughes, all of them. I really like that, man. Jenna says, Victor D. Jesus, what's up, cousin-in-law, doppelganger? Yeah, man, we got some good people in the chat. I love having all the same people. He said, Cody is the GOAT with his opposite. Cody is the GOAT with his over-under plays. Yeah, man, I was 11-0 dating back 4 cards until that Mackenzie Dern. I'm 11 out of 12 on my last over-unders. And I really do think I'm really good at them. I wish I would have had more this weekend, but I really didn't like the lines. This fight card's kind of hard to bet, to be honest, as far as the money lines. They were set pretty good, pretty even, you know what I mean? Like they were where they were supposed to be, kind of. And the bettors like evened it out, because even like Sam Hughes, man, I put a bet in on her at plus 170. I think she's like plus 125 now, and that's where it should be. I'm not saying that she should win. It's probably, that's another one that's like a 55-45 fight. Sam Hughes, Piera Rodriguez. Maybe Piera Rodriguez does win the fight 55 out of 40 out of 100 times, because she does have a little bit better striking. But plus 170 on Hughes, you can't tell me that Piera. I mean, you're telling me that Piera is going to win 7-8 times out of 10. 7 times or something, but at the odds she was minus 220 when I bet against her. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate that, Saba. Menifield under 2.5 should be safe, even under 1.5. Yeah, that 2.5 is really good. I do really like that. Mario Fights, he said, what do you think about the Brandon Davis fight? I know it's low level, but line is fishy in my opinion. Yeah, to me, that's a pick'em fight. I think that I honestly think that Brandon Davis, I didn't bet this fight at all, but I honestly think that Brandon Davis is the more well-rounded fighter. I think that he's going to have the grappling advantage and wrestling advantage. But I think that Mano Martinez is going to have the cardio advantage, and he hits harder. And Brandon Davis, throughout his whole career, I really like the over in this fight, kind of. If I was going to bet it like that, because Mano Martinez super durable. You've seen he was taking huge shots against Ronnie Lawrence and against Guido Canetti. Took all of them, survived. And Brandon Davis is usually as durable as they come. Went 3 hard rounds with Giga Chikadze. He's fought a lot of tough people. And I know he got dropped and finished it by Danal Bakhtarov real quick in his last fight, but usually he's very durable. So, yeah, it's a very close fight. It should be like a pick'em. And I mean, I would stay away from it. I picked Mano Martinez in my predictions, but that was when he was minus, like 170. That's who I would have took. But if it gets to a pick'em, dude, I might have to go with Brandon Davis. But it's kind of like low level. It's not low level. They're not low level guys, but they're the lower tier, and they're very evenly matched. So I like the over, though. I forget what it was, maybe minus 135 or something like that. I kind of like the over in that. I think that Brandon Davis is going to be able to take Mana shots, and I think he's going to wrestle him a lot. But when he wrestles more, he slows down more. So Yoda said, I got Menifield under at minus 105. Yeah, that's what I got up there. I love that, man. And that's a good line. I thought that should have been minus 200. I'm not going to lie. I think this line is way off. I think it should have been minus 200. I have the under 1.5. Das Files. He said I have the under 1.5 on the Menifield fight, but always a possibility they just cage hug a lot. There is, but I'm hoping that's a good. I was thinking that too, especially in the little cage. But I like Menifield's clinch, man. He's got nice power uppercuts and stuff, and I'm hoping that he could hit that up. Oh, my boy BC Express with the dono. He said hello. Cody's opinion on Vergara's weight miss, please. Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. He's showing that he's working out all the time. I don't see any injuries. So I think that this dude's kind of a weight bully. I think he missed weight against either O'Day or his last fight against Rodriguez. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure he missed weight in another fight. And yeah, man, I'm getting sick of this, especially 3 pounds. He didn't miss it by 1 pound. He didn't miss it by, a pound and a half. He missed it by 3 pounds. And in my opinion, he knows he's going to go again. This is what I've been seeing lately. Is in my opinion, he knows he's going against the guy that wants to grapple him, right? So why not be a little bit bigger, helps you stop the takedowns, and then cutting that less weight is going to help you fatigue even less. So I don't like that. And most of the time you see these people missing weight and you think they're doing it on purpose, it's against the grappler. I mean, you see it I mean, you could say it's smart, but it's cheating, dude. And it's cheating. And I don't like it, man. And this dude he hasn't proved enough in the UFC to be missing weight like this all the time. Either go up to 135 or get out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see anybody missing weight anymore, especially not 3 pounds, dude. Definitely not 3 pounds, man. But I really appreciate that dono. My second dono ever, BCS Express. So, and especially from a sharp guy like you, he's comments on my videos all the time, and he has great information. We message back and forth on Instagram, and he gives me great information on there too, and great just tips on how to help build my channel and stuff. Because like I've been telling everybody, I'm not good with technology, but I'm getting better, and I got people helping me out and giving me tips, man. I appreciate all that, and we're gonna grow this to get bigger, and we're gonna make a lot of money together. I'm telling you, I've been obsessed with this sport since I was like 8 years old, man. And actually, I would have been 11. And that's all I know. That's all I know. I'm like Patrick. I remember when Patrick from Addicted to Combat, we were doing a show, and somebody asked him what he thought about the football picks for college or something. He's like, football? He's like, what is that? He's like, I think they throw something. He's like, all I watch is UFC, and that's me too. Saba said, I'm watching UFC 280 with my best mate next week. That's going to be an awesome night. Hell yeah, man. Nothing better than that than getting a friend and your best friend, a couple friends together, man, and watch the UFC. If I'm not doing a fight companion, I'm supposed to go to a wedding for that. We're going to see what happens with that. You know what I mean? It's a wedding on the best fight card of the year, possibly in a couple years, but maybe since, COVID, before COVID. So that wedding is looking tough, especially it's an early card, man, all that. But yeah, Saba, man, I hope you have a good time watching that. I know you will with your friends, especially having 15 great fights. Saba, you're right. I'm paying attention now. Effie, what's Misha's contract situation? Is he getting cut with a loss, or is he another Sam Alvey? Seems to be, another Sam Alvey. I mean, the guy's 2-6 in his last 8 fights, and it's not even putting on good fights, but he does put on action fights. Like the UFC knows when he goes out there, he's either going to finish or get finished, and he's putting on a show. And to be honest, I'm be more excited about watching him fight over Sam Alvey, just because he has more of a path to victory than Sam Alvey did in most of his fights. Sam Alvey's path to victory was to back up against the cage, get beat up, and hopefully land a big shot. You know what I mean? And Misha Cirkonov has legit grappling. It's just like I bet on him a couple fights ago. This is why I'll tell you why I really like to fade Misha. And we was talking about it earlier. It's his freaking tricep. I bet him in a fight a couple years ago. Who was he fighting? And I didn't know he had that tricep injury. And then I seen him at the weigh-ins, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what's up with his arm? And then I was talking to some other people about it, and they told me it was some nerve damage or something. I had forgot about that. And he went out and got whooped in that fight. I believe it was when he fought, who was it? Maybe Glover, because he tried to grapple Glover right away, and then Glover reversed and got on top and just pounded him out. I don't even know if he actually got on top of Glover at any point. But after that, I'm like, damn, man, that's no bueno to be missing a crucial muscle that you need for fighting. So, yeah, that's no good. But I like that reference, man. But I love Sam Alvey and Misha too, man. Both of them is tough fighters. It's just that, man, it's tough. It's tough when you're not the best and greatest at fighting. You get punched in the face a lot. Yeah, UFC 280 is gonna be wild. Appreciate Josh V. What's up, man? I appreciate you showing up for me, man. Jim, he said we took Menifield by KO in the first at plus 200. Any it could happen. Hope it does. Yeah, man. I mean, he's got 10 first round finishes. Misha Cirkonov's been finished in the first round in 4 of his last 6 fights. So, I mean, it only makes sense. In that small cage, man, only makes sense. And I do see Menifield winning. So, plus 200 is lovely. Janice said, fire, love. Effie, I'm thinking of betting Araujo and Gamrot at UFC 280. Couldn't be. I mean, you know, they're both great fighters. They're both pretty big favorites. But man, I hate. But you don't have much of a choice at 280. But I just hate betting. Usually, I stay away from main events and all that because I hate betting when 2 good people are fighting, and then this dude's going to be a little better and win. I want to bet the dude that's going to dominate the other guy. Like, and it's hard to find them situations, but I want to bet, you know, the grappler versus the striker, that kind of stuff, or just the dude that's pretty good against the kind of lower level dude. Because when you got Gamrot and Dariush, man, who knows? And Aljo Dillashaw, man, but I can't blame you on them. I mean, I think they both obviously have great chances to win. Are super good, but and it probably pays good if you're thinking about either if you bet a money line, you know, they're still pretty low, like minus 170, 180, and a parlay would probably pay, you know, plus 130 maybe or something. So plus 140, so that's still good. Plus 150 maybe. James says, Saba, what's up? Effie, what's up, man? Saba said, I'm good. The dad father, hey, bro, I swear I typed shot. I was wondering earlier you didn't say nothing back. Yeah, man, I read it too quick. But yeah, we get it. That was funny. It's like my boy Low City Ortega, man. I call him Low Titties Ortega. This reads fast. I got these bright lights behind me, man. My eyes messed up. So I'm gonna read what you type. Jenna said, any action? What's up? Yep. Let's see. You think Tatsuro is a lock? I don't think he's a lock just because I do think Vergara is very tough. He's a junkyard dog. I think this fight's going to go 3 full rounds. I mean, Tatsuro could. I mean, maybe if Vergara really is hurt or there's something that caused him to not be able to make weight like that, then definitely Tatsuro. And I love Tatsuro. I picked Tatsuro. I think he's more well-rounded and better. But, man, Vergara is so tough. Like, I picked Klitz and Rodriguez against him last time, and that first round was super tough. And then he obviously beat Klitzen in the second and then in the third. But rewatching, I kind of thought Vergara won the first round, man. This dude's really tough. He's got – even if he gets taken down, he's got really good get-up game. But Taira, man, Tatsuro is so tough, dude. I really like this kid. I like his striking. I think he could get a club and sub in this fight. You've seen him rock and drop Candelario and almost finish him. And he almost finished him with ground and pound in the third. So I really like Tatsuro, but I didn't bet that fight because I just think it's going to be a greasy fight. You know, it's going to be a tough fight. It was just like that Royval Askar fight. Like, I liked Askar, but you know that was going to be a scrap. Like, if you had money on Askar, he wasn't just going to go finish Royval, and them dudes were going to fight around. It was going to be nervous. So I do like Tatsuro, and I did like Askar, but I do think that they're in for fights. Like, at Tatsuro's price, I think it would be there's just some other options. Like, I think Grasso maybe, but I like Tatsuro. I think he gets the win. I have flashbacks of fucking Vergara beating Klitzen and taking my damn money. Effie said Davis has a great chance if he can utilize his wrestling, but I don't expect him to. Right? Yeah. Wolf tickets. I straight bet Menifield KO, but does not start round 3 on a parlay because I can see Cirkonov trying LMP until he gasses. Right. Yeah, that's what he usually does too. Like Cirkonov, that's why this fight's going to go under. It's not like Cirkonov ever paces himself too. He goes hard and he goes for the finish too. So if you're going to bet it under, the way I do my over-unders, man, that's why I fucked up on my one where I'm 11 out of 12 on my last over-unders. And the one I lost was Mackenzie Dern under 3.5. And that was because I bet that Mackenzie Dern was going to submit Jan. But the problem was that Jan didn't have no finishing upside. So, you know, I kind of cornered myself into only a Dern finish. So when I bet an over-under, man, I like both dudes to either be dangerous or both dudes or women to be not dangerous at all for the unders or for the overs. So, but yeah, man, I definitely say both these dudes go for finishes at all times. Both go hard. Somebody's getting out of there in that first round and a half. And I think it's that first round. I think it's going to be Cirkonov again. You know, he had a failed run at 185. If you lose to Wellington Turman at 185, and then your next fight's coming up to fight Alonzo Menifield, who would destroy Wellington Turman, it's just not a good look, you know. Now, how much could his body have got back into shape as far as like used to that muscle mass and all that after cutting weight to get down to 185 for that all that time? And now, you know, I don't know when he fought Turman, but I know it wasn't too long ago. So I mean, I'm sure he just got back up to his regular size, but he was probably, you know, his regular size now is probably 215 cutting down to 205, where before he was a big 205er where he's probably, you know, 225, 230 cutting down to 205. So we'll see if that has any effect. But it should be a good fight. Jenna said, good shit, Cody. Thank you, Jenna. I appreciate you showing up all the time, too. Like I said, and you commenting and helping out the community. Yeah, this is a great community here, too. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love this, because nobody's in here like trolling people or nothing. We're really trying to make money and beat these bookies and give everybody good tips and all that. So that's what I mean. That's why I love doing this and building a good community. Pink Floyd, CJ looked inflated literally and deflated metaphorically. Yeah, I added my Taira position. I like that. I can't blame you. Yeah, the weight miss, unless, like I said, he was just doing it as a bully and just knows that he's going to need it for the grappling and for the cardio, which, like I said, it seems they always seem to miss weight against a grappler. You know what I mean? When they're more of a striker. So we'll see. Saba said, you're a fantastic content creator, Cody. Thank you, Saba. I'm going to be doing more stuff now. Trying to make this big. It's hard to do it with my work, man. With my work schedule, I work 5 days a week and all that stuff, and then sleeping and then hanging out with my girl and my daughter and all that. But I'm trying to make another show. I actually wanted to do another live show at some point called kind of like we're doing here now, but instead of the weigh-ins, like Into the MMA Future, where we just sit around for like an hour and talk about future fights, you know, get some tips from everybody, get everybody's input and all that, have a little think tank here. So I'll see when I got time to do that. But I would like to do that maybe like on a Monday night or something like that. So we'll figure something out. Jenna said, wedding. I feel like if they love you, you should be able to watch it on your phone. I see. And here's my other problem I probably shouldn't even say it, but then I'd have to pay for it on my phone. Cost me another $70. I got to get out, and then I got to drive up to Columbus, Ohio. But I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. We'll see. AY, what's up? He said CJ just balking up for that takedown defense. That's what I think, man. And I don't like that. I do not like that. But you know, Taira, he's confident. He's getting 30% of CJ's pay, and that kid's a young, tough guy, man. Saba said, are you confident in Sam Hughes? I did better. Let's see. I did bet her. I got her in about 2 weeks ago at you see here plus 170. I put 1 unit on her at plus 170, and I do like her. I mean, I think this fight's like a 55-45 fight. I think Piera Rodriguez has the better striking, you know, but if you go back and watch Piera Rodriguez versus Kay Hansen, her striking was not that good. She was not piecing up. It wasn't like it was a grappler versus striker where Kay Hansen was just piecing up, or Rodriguez was piecing up Hansen, and then Hansen was trying to wrestle. Like when they were standing, Hansen was doing good in the standing. That fight was 1-1 going into third round, and it was really close in that whole third round until Piera landed that takedown later in the third with like 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And I'm way higher on Sam Hughes than I am on Kay Hansen. She's a lot bigger. She's gonna have 2 inches of height, inch and a half of reach. She looked a little bigger at weigh-ins today. Sam Hughes looked in a phenomenal shape. She's looked phenomenal since she's gone to Fortis MMA down there. Her wrestling has looked great. She uses her cardio as a weapon. She's getting fights more in her range now. You know what I mean? When she came into the UFC, dude, her first fight on short notice was Tisha Torres. That's no bueno. That's no good. Who's going to look good against Tisha Torres like that? And then who'd she get after that? Loma Luke Boomy. You know what I mean? And then she said she was up in Washington at her old camp, and it was just toxic. She said since she's came down to Fortis, she's a whole new fighter, and she's looked like it. I mean, people can say what they want about Elise Reed, but in her takedown defense, but she looked pretty good against Corey McKenna. You know what I mean? And Corey McKenna's a tough girl. So that line was way off. I do like Sam Hughes. I think this fight's like a 50-50 fight, to be honest. I think that whoever can win that first round, both these girls are slow starters, to be honest. If you watch both their fights, that's why Piera, even on the Contender Series, lost a round to that. And Sam Hughes, and you see against like Nunes, which Nunes had amazing striking, but most of her fights, she starts low. It's a slow. She eats some punches in that first round, builds up in the second, starts to get her wrestling going a little bit, and then by the third, starts taking over. She even was taking over on Loma Look Boomy and them girls in the third. I really love her cardio. And like I said, going back watching tape on Piera, man, she didn't impress me anywhere. She's got fast hands with combos. That's the only thing I didn't like in my tape study on this fight, was that Sam Hughes Hughes ain't good eating combos. It's like when somebody starts hitting her with a combo, like Loma or Tisha, she kind of froze up and just starts taking the combo. But like I said, she's got to be getting better. All this stuff there, she's got to be getting better. So plus 170, yeah, I feel confident. I love that bet at plus 170. Yeah, atrophy. I seen it, bro. Yep. And that's not good. Like I said, man, I had a shoulder injury when I was like 30, dude. And I stopped using this shoulder. It was like a nerve damage like that. It was I don't know what I did. So I was always using my left hand for everything, man. And my shoulder got real little, like my muscle, and I'm right-handed, started going away. And you feel weak and everything. So, and mine's came back. So what he lost looks terrible. So I'm surprised he's still fighting. AY said the tricep thing explains why he couldn't sub that bump Thurman. I know I had bet him against Thurman, bro. I've took my bets on him. I actually bet him against Jimmy Crute when he got that win, and that was just all based off dumb that Jimmy Crute actually rolled with him. Jimmy Crute was rocking him on the feet, but then he kept rolling on the ground with him. But yeah, man. Yeah, Mario said getting ballsy with 2 women's fights. Yeah, yep. And man, but it's a tough card. It's a tough card. Now I really feel good on Grasso. But there's only like 10 fights on this card, man. I wasn't happy with a lot of the lines as far as when to make the bets. Yeah, Effie, hell yeah. Mario, women's MMA is my shit. Yeah, I usually try to stay away from it. We'll see. Maybe I'll probably, hopefully I ain't on a show complaining next week about it. We'll see. Taira Vergara is basically a discount Sterling Dillashaw. Yeah, except Vergara doesn't have the wrestling defense that Dillashaw has. But other than that, yeah, they do fight the same. I mean, Taira, man, I like Tiara's ground and pound, man. He was really putting it on Candelaria in that at the end in that 3rd round of their fight. Let's see, Derek. Anyone think Pete Rodriguez to win in 60 seconds at plus 200 value? I don't think so, man. He looks so small in that weigh-ins, but I mean, he's won all of his fights, in under 120 seconds. So I guess, that could be one of his win conditions is that. But the under is about minus 200 something. So yeah, man, he could, but Mike Jackson's the thing is that my problem with this fight with a lot of people think that Pete Rodriguez is just going to go out and destroy Mike Jackson. But Mickey Gall did it because Mike Jackson has no ground game, really. You know what I mean? He's a kickboxer. He's got decent stand-up, though, and he doesn't have much of a ground game. And but Pete Rodriguez ain't going to be trying out the ground. He's going to be throwing punches and striking, and that's what Michael Jackson does. And I'm just not that impressed with Pete Rodriguez. So I think if he does win, though, I think if Pete Rodriguez does win, it's going to be quick like that. So plus 200 on that, where he's minus 700. I think that's some value. But man, and to be honest, dude, I don't like Mike Jackson at all. I don't like his personality. I don't like nothing about him. I don't like his tattoo. I don't like nothing about him. So I hope he gets knocked out, dude. He's been in the UFC talking shit for 6 years, and he's fought. He's never really. I mean, he beat CM Punk. Come on, man. Even in that fight, that's why I hated him. Remember in that fight, he could have like finished CM, and he was just like joking around, laughing. I don't like Mike. I don't like him. I hope it's a double knockout. I hope the guys just double knock each other out. Piera also lost a round to K. Hansen. Yeah, and that's what, it's a little suspect when you're coming in. I put Sam Hughes over K. Hansen as far as skills and just cardio. K. Hansen, fades so bad. K. Hansen probably does have better wrestling and jiu-jitsu by just a touch, but she doesn't have the ground and pound that Sam Hughes has. She doesn't have the cardio Sam Hughes has, and she's not near as physical as Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes has a nice jab too, but she's got to keep them hands up, man. Jim said Sam Hughes to win by ground and pound, we hope. And yeah, if she can get on top of Piera, man, she has sick, right? You seen what she did in like 8 seconds to Nunes. Remember when the second round, at the end of the second round with like 10 seconds left, she got down, got her in the mount, like a top mount. It was just a weird position. She was just smashing on Nunes. I thought the ref was going to stop, and I had Nunes in that fight. Not knowing that she was still going to lose anyways. But Saba said, haha, you really said Michael Jackson. Yeah, Mike Jack. James said, we threw $5 on Mike Jackson at plus 475. Hail Mary. Yeah, I can't blame him. I mean, dude, Pete Rodriguez is so unproven, dude. To be minus 700 against, but I guess you can't even really, it's like against anybody in the UFC. But is Mike Jackson really in the UFC? Like, they keep him around just for like the weirdest fights. Like, look at his last fight was against the guy that was like, what, 2 or 3-0, that never fought in the UFC. It's just super weird, man. Super weird. I stayed away from the fight altogether. I did like the under, but I started thinking about it like it could turn into a weird striking match. And I think that everybody's like Mike Jackson got dropped a couple times against Dean Barry, but I don't think he's ever been like KO'd in his career. You know what I mean? To like give you a picture where you've seen him get KO'd like 4 or 5 times. And then that makes you think, well, man, he's just got a dusty chin like Misha Cirkonov. Like we've seen him just get hit. Brian Spann, Johnny Walker, Glover Teixeira, Volkan Oezdemir. We've seen him get hit and just go down. But and like I said, I'm not high on Mike Jackson by any means, but I don't think that we've seen him just get knocked out. Let me check this out real quick. Because he's what, 1-1 or something? And he had that one against CM Punk. So let's see, Mike Jack, 1-1. He lost a Muay Thai fight to Jeremy Holloway by decision, lost to Mickey Gall by rear naked choke, and then he had a win in his amateur. So other than that, yeah, man, he hasn't been KO'd. So we'll see. He was way bigger. That was another thing I wanted to talk about. Mike Jackson was way bigger than Pete Atkins. But man, I don't like him. I don't like his smirk. I don't like anything about that guy. I like that bet though, James. I do. Sam Hughes by KO TKO is plus 1,200. I might sprinkle a little bit on that. I definitely think that she can take Piera down in TKO, especially in them second and third rounds, man. She puts a lot of pressure on girls, and she's been improving so much, and she's going to be bigger. When it comes to the grappling, you know that the size advantage is going to help. We got James. James said, give me a karate match against CM Punk. I'll take him. I know James will too, the Berserker. My boy, the Berserker. Yeah, man. James had me go check out a video of his on YouTube when he fought a guy, dude. It was awesome. It was actually a boxing match, but he was ready for he was supposed to fight the guy in karate, like a kickboxing type match, and the guy ended up wanting to only do boxing. So he boxed the guy. He didn't have no shoes on because he was ready for the other fight, and he is a Berserker, dude. He came out, and every second was going at it. That was a great video, James. I'll have to rewatch that again, too. Lil Seal said, Jesus. Yeah, we all need Jesus in our life. I got him. But not during MMA. We just need to see blood. Jenna said, James, I have Jackson on my lone DraftKings lineup. Yeah, I mean, this was the same talk that was going last time with Jackson and Dean Barry. And yes, granted, they was on there. Dean Barry was probably on his way to finishing Jackson, but Jackson landed a couple decent little shots on Dean Barry, a couple jabs, little shots. So, I don't know, man. I couldn't trust any of them guys with my money. Look, we got this sex bot. All right. What did everybody think about Cub Swanson for his weigh-in today? What do we think? Yeah, Johnny K picking his only hands page. Here we go. You ain't fooling nobody, Johnny. I'm not. Yep. See, Saba knows you're not fooling Johnny or nobody anymore. I fell for that 3 times, Johnny. 3 times. No more. Fool me 3 times. Not no more, man. That's what I say. Yeah, out here fooling me like some of these UFC fighters when I bet them. Yeah, that's how I said promoting. Jenna Doyle, hope we hit that. You never know. He's tall and long. Let's go. Yeah, and it's gonna be a striking match, and that's what he likes to do. So yeah, what I also got, let's see. So I got my Alexa Grasso bet. I like this bet. I got 3.6 units to win 2. Got her at minus 180. I believe she's about minus what is she, minus 230 now or something like that. What'd you guys think of the Grasso? How do you think that her and Vivian weighed up and looked next to each other and everything and looked at the weigh-ins today? Let's see. I want to see what if any of these lines have moved majorly. Let's see. Saba said, I think Martinez beats Cub. It's going to be a good fight. But at Martinez being what, minus 220, it should be Martinez is going to dust Cub or at least dominate Cub. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be, I think Martinez beats Cub because that line's off, and especially Cub looking good. Cub's a more well-rounded fighter. And it's weird, he's coming down to 135 after a big win over Darren Elkins at 145, dropping down in weight after coming off a win, but he must know something. They said he's taken a while to get used to this weight cut. He looked good. So, but Martinez is the younger, fresher fighter for sure. Definitely has a chance, but I just don't know if he should be that big of a favorite. Yeah, Jenna said, let's go, James. Cub, yeah, Jenna said it. Cub looked great, man. Miguel said he didn't look too bad. I think he should win this if his chin isn't too affected by the weight cut. Yeah, that's another thing. He's definitely much more skilled for sure. And tougher, more durable. But like you said, that's a good point, Miguel. These weight cuts haven't been good to people, you know, recently. In general, a lot of these guys cutting weight. You can go back to TJ Dillashaw versus Cejudo. You can go to Dan Hooker versus Arnold Allen. You can go to Kevin Kroom versus Ali Alatang. A couple other ones, man, I'm sure we can go to where people are Misha Tate. She didn't get knocked out. Her chin didn't look dusty, but she just looked really slow dropping weight. So, yeah, that's what we got to see. He obviously cut a lot of weight. We got to see if his chin holds up because hasn't been looking good like lately when people are dropping weight. Yeah, Cub looks ready to prove a point. I really like Cub. I would like to have a bet on him now. I'm not going to drive to the casino, but I would like to have the bet on him now that I've seen how good he looked at the weigh-ins, but I couldn't do it before it. It's hard to tell Vivi versus Grasso. Yeah, I mean, I just like Grasso's age. I like how her grappling and clinches looked recently. She's a little bigger than Vivian. I like it, man. I like it. And I like her cardio. I like her cardio and toughness. All that fight IQ or submissions have been looking phenomenal lately. In that 5 rounds, it just helps so much. My boy BCS, guess who drop in weight as they guys who drop in weight as they get up in age, always a bad outcome. I agree with that because yeah, as you get older too, and you've already taken a lot of damage throughout your career, and so your chin's already hurting, and that extra water around your brain, that when you don't lose that extra 10 pounds and have to cut all that extra weight, you're drying your brain out, you're drying your whole body out. It's super weird that people cut weight like that much weight one day before they go to fight, another savage human being, because it's like you're drying out your brain. Like your body's made of water. You need all that stuff. It's kind of weird. I think they need to start doing something. I'm with like when Joe Rogan says they need more weight classes, man. I think if you could do that, go from like 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, like that would be awesome. Because you got dudes even like Kamzat, you know what I mean? He could fight at 175. And that would be a lot better for him. I get it that it would hurt some people that, are cut down to 170 from like 180, but maybe they could get to 165 or something. But yeah, man, I think we need more weight classes. And that's the weight cut hurts these guys' brains, man. And it's like I said, it's weird. It's weird Cubs doing it, coming off a win at 145 to be dropping down, but he knows what he's doing. But that being older, taking that water out of your brain is not good. Jenna said, Bravo looking good too, though, but I never bet against Killer Cub. Cub's a beast, man. Jenna said, spit, Cody. Yeah. Oh, man. Wolf Tickets MMA. Martinez was KO'd by Grant, who has a similar style. Exactly. And, like, to be honest, I don't know, because Cub don't usually get KO'd. Usually we get Cub club and stuff, but that's by the greatest guys in the world at 145 too. I would say, dude, if I could trust Cub's chin and that he made this weight, I would favor him over Davy Grant too. Because Cub's a beast, dude. And Jonathan Martinez, that's why he gets dropped all the times, because he throws his naked leg kicks, man. That's all he does, is throws his leg kicks, which is good, but he's out pointing guys. He's not trying to finish guys, and he throws them naked leg kicks. And you've seen what the hell happened to Pineda. Pineda was throwing power leg kicks on Cub's freshly surgically repaired knee for his ACL that he blew out against Jake Shields grappling match. And Pineda, it was exactly like 1 year since his last fight and like 8 months since surgery. Pineda was drilling his knee. Cub was hurting. He was almost wanting to give up and all that. And then he just started blasting them shots. That's how you defend a leg kick, is when somebody's throwing that leg kick, you blast punches down the middle. And that's what he started doing to Pineda and fucking him up. And I think that's what he can do to Jonathan Martinez here. Plus, Martinez's style is more kick you in the leg, hit you a couple times, move out of the way and go. Well, they're in a small cage, so that takes a lot of his style away. So I picked Cub Swanson before the weight cut, and now that he made it, I like it, man. Grasso got so much 5-round experience. Yeah. I just like Grasso here a lot. BCS, very true factor. Yeah. Miguel said both Vivian and Grasso look pretty good. They're pretty even in size. I think the longer the fight goes, the better the odds that Grasso wins. Yeah, man. Dude, Montana De La Rosa started. Grasso, tough, dude. Tough. Vivian, tough, athletic, powerful, explosive, all that. And she was piecing up Montana De La Rosa in the first round, the first 3.5 minutes of the second round. And as soon as she started slowing down, dude, and Montana De La Rosa, she got down to Montana speed, She was piecing her up. You can even go watch that fight in Montana. Was even trying to style her. I don't know if she thought she was winning or what, but in the third round, she's like shuffling her feet and shit on Vivian because Vivian was gassed, dude. She's so hittable. And when she does that against somebody like Grasso, and then Grasso's gonna have 2 more rounds to work with that. I like Grasso. I think Grasso gets the 4th or 5th round sub, to be honest. I'm gonna call a 5th round arm triangle, folks. That's what I am predicting. James said we put a unit on Oliveira at unit -2 or UFC 280, and I am with you on that. I'm with you on that, man. I'm all over Du Bronx, baby. I got to take the more well-rounded guy, and man, dude, he's been looking so good. And I'm honestly, I want him to win, dude. I wrestled for 10 years. I love wrestling. I'm about that. I love that style, everything. But I'm done with them kind of champs like that are just going to take the guy down. I mean, I love it. It's crazy that they can just do that, muscle a guy, take him down, and submit him. But man, I need Charlie Olives, dude, because every fight Charlie's going to have with anybody at 155, you're going to be hyped for it. You're going to be like, fuck yeah, there's going to be some crazy action. And if Islam comes out here and definitely if he dominates fucking Charlie, every fight Islam's going to have for the next 4 years, you're going to be like, well, he's going to dominate him. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be it's not going to be fun for the division. So I'm rooting for and plus you're giving me plus money on Oliveira is fucking crazy. I know Islam's good, but they're giving him that Khabib price. You know what I mean? So Jim said, we like Grasso over 2.5 rounds. I love that. And her to win outright. Vivian is gas out after the 3rd. Yeah, I love it. I love it. That over 2.5 is good. AY, the more I think about it, there is no way Bobby Knuckles' boy gets subbed by that dude. Should be a lock to go the distance. Yeah, no way. Fucking Brandon Allen. Go look at Nick Maximov's grappling record, dude. Go to his Tapology and click it. All you see is fucking red. Like he ain't losing the world champions. He's not out there with Gary Tonin and them. He's out there with regular dudes getting fucking beat. And Malkoun beat Brendan Allen, in my opinion. Brendan Allen has sick jiu-jitsu. In my opinion, Jacob Malkoun won that fight, won most of the jiu-jitsu scrambles until the 3rd round. And I would take Brendan Allen. You seen what fucking Andre Petrosky did to Nick Maximov. What do you think about Brendan Allen would do to him? He's smitten him too in the 1st round. So, and Malkoun, like I said, I thought beat Brendan Allen. He showed me everything in that fight that I needed to know. I think he's going to have just as good, if not better, wrestling than Maximov. I think he's going to be faster in the scrambles, which is going to keep Malkoun to be on top most of this fight. Because if you've seen in that scramble, Maximov takes his weak, slow ass fucking sit down on his butt, grab your single leg shot against Petrosky. Petrosky fucking spun around, whipped him around, boom, hit him with the fucking Darce or Anaconda within, 10 seconds. And Maximov is like, he's a big dude for 185, but he's slow. So he's like reaching for a leg, dude. And Petrosky's already sinking in that choke. I like Maximov. I think he's tough. I like the camp, obviously Diaz boy. But I'm not that high on him, man. I'm pretty high on Malkoun, honestly. I like him. I like him. I like his pressure, pace, speed. I like his grappling. I don't like that he takes guys down. His jiu-jitsu offensive as far as submitting guys ain't the greatest, but he has good control. He has good defensive jiu-jitsu. He's not getting subbed. If he didn't get subbed by Brendan Allen, he's not getting subbed by Nick Maximov. So I'm with you, AY. I'm with you on that, man. Malkoun. Matter of fact, here, we'll go look at that. So that was my Grasso fight. I'm with you on that, man. I got Malkoun right here. Here's my boy. I got him at plus 135. By the way, everybody, this is my Instagram page that I'm bringing up right here. So if you guys haven't already followed me on that, Instagram, Blood Money MMA Bets, and I post my betting stubs there. This is how I've been tracking my bets since the beginning of my content, since the beginning of everything. I've tracked every single bet I've made by posting the bet stubs. So you know exactly what I'm doing. So if you want to, go follow me on Blood Money MMA, and you'll get some of my picks earlier. I'll be posting these earlier in the week before I do my official bets video. So you'll actually get some of my picks earlier if you want them. Dev said Islam is a lock. And yeah, man, it definitely could be. Like, it's going to play out where one of these guys, in my opinion, one of these guys is going to look minus 1,000. You know what I mean? One of these dudes is going to look minus 1,000, in my opinion. AY, I hope they release a prop on Khabib crying when Islam loses. Yeah, man, that'd be hilarious. Jenna, agree with the Malkoun too, James. Yep. Bunny Hunter, sorry I'm late. What's up, Cody? Bunny Hunter 09. Thank you for showing up, man. Hey, better late than never. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. Appreciate you throwing in a comment and everything. Yeah, man, it's been a fun show. I've been having a good. Already an hour and 11 minutes went by. I wanted to. I was planning on only doing like an hour, but I don't mind talking MMA with anybody. So this is a good time. Uh, James, yeah, he said Jeddah Doyle. Yeah. Paul Brashfield, what's up, man? He said, yeah, Brendan Allen would run through Nick Maximov. He's falling all over the place on these takedowns. That's all he's got. He's not even. He's not shooting takedowns. He really, literally, just like drops level, sits to his butt, grabs a leg, and then positions himself, works around. That's not going to work on Jacob Malkoun, dude. Jacob Malkoun's got good wrestling. He really does. That's what he was doing to Cody Brundage the whole time, Puliana Soriano. But them guys started slowing down more too. But Jacob Malkoun's got a phenomenal gas tank, man. I got him at this. You see here, I got him at this plus 135, and I put 1.85 units to win 2.5, and I feel confident in that pick as an underdog. I think it's getting close to even money now, guys, something like that. See, the last time I looked, I think he was plus like 105 or something like that. So we got Tatsuro's up minus 285 now. So people are loving that weight cut. Missed by Vergara, obviously. We got Jacob Malkoun's plus 101 on my bookie right now. So yeah, I got him at plus 135. And I mean, even at plus money at plus 101, I still think there's value on him. Not really sure. I know that Maximov's a little bigger than Malkoun, but Brandon Allen's bigger than Maximov and was bigger than Malkoun, and we've seen what happened there. And like I said, I value Brandon Allen's skills way over Maximov's skills. So saying, yeah, Dab Father got him at plus 130, baby. Yep. I believe we was talking about that on Twitter, man. Great line. He's going to be the favorite. By tomorrow when this fight starts, Malkoun will probably be minus 115, minus 120. So any plus money on him, you beat that line movement. That's what it's about. I mean, so mostly what it's about. We got to get that win, but yep. Let's see. Gabriel Gonzalez, new subscriber here. What's up from Arizona? Man, op coming off knee surgery. What's up, Gabriel? Man, I appreciate you subscribing, man, and hanging out with us. And yeah, that man Martinez versus Brandon Davis fight so close. I just stayed away from it. Let me see. What did I was messing around with stuff. Making some banners, trying to figure out how to use this. And I repeat, dude, I would have not bet that fight because I honestly do not have a good, all right, this dude's going to win this by this path of victory. You know what I mean? I do think that Brandon Davis has better grappling than Mana Martinez, and he could use that. You've seen him taking down Giga Chikadze. He's gotten some takedowns. Randy Costas, not much, but I believe he does have the wrestling advantage, grappling advantage. I believe Mana hits harder and has a cardio advantage. So it's this fight, man. I honestly could not get a good read on it. So I would just try to stay away from this one, to be honest, man. Let's see. We got Paul. He said, somebody said that Cody Brundage is an All-American. He was an academic All-American, or not wrestling. Yeah, he wrestled, but it wasn't like even at a big college. And yeah, no, he was no All-American at all. And that was a sloppy, terrible fight. I can't wait to fade Cody Brundage again, dude. Like his win over Dalcha. I bet on Dalcha big in that fight. I was so mad that he shot in for that shot when Cody Brundage is literally curling up against the cage. And then I mean, I don't know. Maybe Trayshawn Gore ain't near as good as like most of us thought, but like that was just like a lucky punch where he was starting to get taken over in that fight too. So I can't wait to fade him and get him at a good price. I like him. I like all these fighters. They're tough and all that, but sometimes fights just go weird. Sometimes sometimes a guy's beating the shit out of you when you're curled up against the cage, and then they shoot in for a takedown and give you their neck. So, but yeah, so let's see. So we got this Jacob Malkoun bet. I'll go over a couple of these little bets real quick before I hop off. Had that Jacob Malkoun. So we got the under right here. We got the under 1.5 in the Alonzo Menifield. Got that at minus 105. Let's see what that is now. That is at minus 126. So be some decent line movement on that. And I still think there's value there at minus 126 on that one, to be honest. Like I said, got the Grasso at minus 180. She's minus 230 now. Still some value there. I still think I really do think she gets the win, but the line is going up. Let's see what they have it at now. minus 238. So yeah, she's getting up there now. I really love the parlay right here, guys. I really love it. Like I said, Misha Cirkonov's coming off a loss at 185 to Wellington tournament, so I expect Alonzo Menifield to really put it on him in this fight. Cirkonov's getting older too, and then I love Victor Henry. I love Victor Henry against Assuncao. He looked big today. He looked in great shape. Obviously, he hits hard. He's fast. He's younger. And he's just a tough dude. And, everybody knows the Sunsao used to be a bad mofo, and he's still a bad mofo, but his father time, man. Father time caught up with him, catches up with all of us. But I got that. It was like minus 11, 111. So I put 225, 2.25 units to win two. And I love that parlay. It's really the only one I felt comfortable. I think Tatsuro wins. I thought Askar was going to win a couple of these other big favorites, but I thought their fights were going to be really greasy close. And I expect Victor to dominate, if not get the finish on a Sunsao, and I expect Alonzo to get the finish on the Cirkonov in the first round. So I think both them guys just run through their opponents. Now, even if it's a decision, I expect Henry to be a huge decision. I mean, Sunsao has a KO loss to Cody Garbrandt recently. You know what I mean? And that's not look anymore. So, and then getting knocked out by Ricky Simone is definitely not the greatest look. And then here's my last bet, which was my fifth bet of the card, and it was Sam Hughes at plus 170. And I like that bet, man. I really think she has a good chance of taking this fight. I know the line has moved way down. It is currently on my bookie. It is currently sitting at plus 130. Saved about $40 in line movement there so far. I expect that to be almost even money by the time the fight starts tomorrow. Maybe Hughes at plus 105 or something down there, because when people really start to think about it, they're going to realize that, Piera Rodriguez, it's not like she's this world beater that's dominated all these girls and did all this. She's a good fighter, but she's very unproven. I mean, Sam Hughes has way more UFC experience. You know what I mean? 4 more fights in the UFC than Piera Rodriguez. So I definitely like that. Let's see. Wolf tickets. I faded Brundage against Dalcha and Gore, and I'm still going to keep. Exactly. Me too. I had a big bet on Dalcha. I had a big bet on Gore, and man, I feel like the dude's lucky. You know what I mean? To get them wins, and I'm hoping that affects the next line on whoever he fights, and they give us a good line, and he fights somebody good that ain't going to use terrible fight IQ, you know what I mean? Or possibly have a suspect chin at this point. So Paul said, Tresean Gore cost me like 19 units that night. Yeah, I thought he was, after what we've seen Dalcha doing to him, I assumed Gore could do that, showed good takedown defense and everything on the Ultimate Fighter. I assumed that, and he did. He stopped Brundage's. I mean, I think he got taken down right away and hopped back up. The takedown attempts were pretty much looking like they was over for Brundage. He started working his leg and then threw a naked leg kick, like I said, Jonathan Martinez style, and got punched right in the shit for it. So at least if I'm going to lose some money on a bet and somebody does bad fight IQ, it's going to be like Cameron Van Camp, man. I want to see you get punched in the face really hard for fighting like that, because that's just terrible. It's just terrible. We got Wolf tickets. He said, Paul, yeah, and Gore is on fade for the rest of his career after that one. Yeah. Rodriguez by decision, book it. I can't blame you on that. I do think she might be a little bit better fighter, but we got to see. We got to see what her cardio looks like against Hughes, and we got to see what her grappling looks like against Hughes. You know what I mean? So if Kay Hansen was able to time a shot, take her down, hold her down for a couple minutes in that first round, I believe that Sam Hughes can do the same thing. I favor Sam Hughes over Kay Hansen a lot. A said, I bet Sam Hughes to win the third round or get a finish at plus 125. I like it. I think she can get a finish. I mean, Piera Rodriguez is really, really tough. I don't think she's ever been finished. I think she is one. So that might be tough. But Sam Hughes has been going. She goes for the finish. When she gets a girl on the ground, she is going for the finish at all time, throwing crazy ground pound. Her top controls looked really good. So, yeah, we'll definitely see. He said, I lost hella bread on Sam Hughes versus Stella Nunes. Me too. I was all over Stella Nunes in that fight, man. And that's when Sam Hughes, that was her first Sam Hughes. I don't know if she fully won that fight. I mean, she got the point. Nunes got that point taken away, but Sam Hughes has showed a lot of progression since she's gone to Fortis MMA, a ton, a whole new fighter. So I really like that. Saba, I'm off the bed. Cody, it's 2 a.m. here. Good luck. Good luck to you too, Saba. Thanks for stopping by tonight, man. And we'll talk tomorrow during the fights. But I really appreciate you showing up, showing me some support, brother. Appreciate that. Good luck with the bets. Good luck to you too, Saba. Believe it. Yeah, I appreciate you showing up and always being a great dude. Cam got folded, bad bet, terrible bet. I got him at like plus 180, something like 1 unit, and that was terrible. That bad fight. That made me learn a lesson. Like, don't bet low level regional type guys that are coming into the UFC, and then you expect them to use a fight plan. Like, you expect them, like Pete Rodriguez, even like these dudes. I'm telling you, man, you expect them to use a fight plan. You expect them to be a kind of the professional, like a George St. Pierre, where he's going to come in, strike with you enough, get the takedowns, do what he's got to do. But no, dude, these lower level dudes come in. It's like they're trying to make an impression or do something, you know. And I thought Van Camp was going to wrestle him, grapple him. He was way bigger. No, man, he wanted to strike with the striker, and he got what he deserved. Hey, anyone bet Darren Till at plus money? Not yet, man. Against Drekus, man. I don't know. I gotta see what they look like and stuff, man. Till he doesn't fight, he's always injured. I'd be surprised if he makes that fight, to be honest. But if it's the old Till, he's got a chance. He's definitely got a chance, man. But his freaking grappling is so terrible, as you've seen against Brunson, dude. And I think that Drekus has pretty good grappling and possibly enough to get him down, put a little beating on him. You've seen Whitaker took him down too. Derek said, I fully support Sam Hughes' fighting style. When I get a girl on the ground, I'm going for a finish too. Facts. Finish her. That's funny. James said, Hughes under Fortis MMA just keeps improving. Exactly. On a 2-fight win streak, plus 170, plus all that plus money against the unproven girl that's lost 1 round to both girls I've seen her fight, Dana White Contender Series or UFC. I'm definitely going to take that stab, man. Dad father, I think Drekus gets the W. I do like Drekus, man. I freaking like Drekus. I like Drekus a lot. I bet the over 1.5 in the Mike Jackson fight. I can't blame you, man. Honestly, I was wanting to be like, all right, yeah, man, I like the Dusko. I think the Dusko fight has a way more of a chance to finish in that first round than the Rodriguez fight. Like I said, I want to bet that, feel super confident. I would need to see Mike Jackson get knocked out a couple times to know that, all right, his chin's dusty. I know he got dropped against Dean Barry, but he got back up, and we'll see. But so I don't mind that over. I keep having the biggest feeling that over is going to hit, over the 1.5 is going to hit. So I don't mind that bet at all. I'm sure you got good plus money, man. Till is a bum, bro. I was a huge fan. Yeah. He it sucks, you know. He's just too many injuries, too much personal issues, personal stuff, everything going on, man. But I like him. I think he's funny as hell. But yeah, Paul, I'm thinking the same thing. Hey, yeah, man. So yeah, that's let's see. I'll do a couple more. He said, yeah, that's good. Bet it. Hope it hits. If Till shows up healthy, I think he wins. Drekus runs forward, throwing straight shots with no defense. Yeah, he's a savage, though. They're both savages. I want to see. I hope Till does get to show up and fight, because I really like Till. Like I said, I think he's a funny dude. I think he's a good fighter. He's good for the sport. So I hope he stays healthy, man, and gets to show up to this, so he gets to make some good money and stuff like that. BCS Express. You would think the Beverly Hills Ninja has a shot in this fight. Definitely. Dusko has no striking defense. You've seen one of Jordan Wright's greatest weapons are his knees and his elbows in the clinch. And then you see what happened to Dusko getting dropped with the elbow out of the clinch by Chidi, just a clean elbow where he didn't defend it at all, took it off the side of the head. So to be honest, I think the only fights that I bet on that included Jordan Wright in it. I bet Villanueva against him, I think, in the first fight when he won. But other than that, I've stayed away from it because even though it's a cannon or whatever, he can definitely knock anybody out. I hate betting against people that are fighting other KO guys, and then that KO guy does what he does, you know, and KOs him. So I usually try to stay away from these dudes that are like this, because he definitely, I mean, Jordan Wright hits very hard, he kicks very hard, and he's very explosive in them first 2 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I think I bet Bruno Silva against him, and he hit Bruno Silva with them body kicks, like 2-3 right off the bat, man, and had him hurt. So, and then, you know, obviously, but he just cannot take a punch. But Dusko blocks punches with his face. He keeps his hands down. Now, if Dusko comes out and grapples like he did with Maki Patolo and Daquan Townsend, I think he gets an easy win. You've seen what Marc Antonio Barriou was able to do to Jordan Wright when they got in the grappling situation. So I think that's the route Dusko should take. I don't think he should be out there trying to KO him or do anything like that. I think he should fight smart. But if he don't, there you go. The dab father, right, round 1 KO, book it. That's what's gonna happen, man. If Dusko don't take him serious too. So James BCX Express, we like the Ninja, especially first round. Yeah, yeah. Beverly Hills Ninja, man. What a nickname. What a nickname. Miguel, any bets on boxing? I got Haney by decision at -200, and I love that, man. Yep, I love that. Yeah, I mean, he dominated Kambosos in that first round, first fight, man. He's too big. He's too fast for Kambosos. That jab is freaking out of control. I'll be watching that. I'm glad that'll be on. I'm sure it's on this time. I'm not sure where it's at. I don't think it's in Australia this time or none of that, but it might be. But I definitely want to watch that when it's done. So yeah, Paul said, yep, definitely take Devin Haney. All right, guys, man. Been here about an hour and a half. I appreciate it. We got 18 watchers right now. We was up to like 30 something at one point. So I really appreciate everybody showing up. I'm gonna keep doing this show as long as people show up and talk and have a good time. I'm gonna keep doing this show. Hopefully grow it bigger. Paul, James, Miguel, my boy Eric with BCS Express, the Dab Father, Josh, my boy Jim and Amy, freaking A, what's up? Everybody, dude. Derek, my boy Derek. Saba, Lil Seal, everybody, man. I appreciate it. Paul, Wolf Tickets MMA. Everybody check out Wolf Tickets MMA on Twitter. Everybody, dude. I appreciate all you guys coming out and making this a successful first show for me, man. I didn't know if I was going to come out here and have 2-3 people talking with me, which I still would have did it. You know what I mean? But I like to have a lot of people so we can all exchange information and beat these bookies. So appreciate all you guys. Honestly, just always supporting, coming out, checking stuff out, and talking with me. Good luck to everybody, man. We got we've had one fight in 3 weeks, and we're less than we got what about 23 or 19 and a half hours before these fights start, guys. Probably start at 4:30 now, actually, because the Askar fight's off. But yeah, man, everybody, Dab. So it is in Australia, so I hope it's still later. They're probably making $1 million doing them Australia shows. But yeah, man, Parlay King out. Paul said, good show. Parlay King out, man. James said, another great show, Cody, and awesome MMA community. Hope everyone hits their picks tomorrow. Yes, sir, man. Good luck to everybody. Jenna Doyle, everybody. Good luck to everybody tomorrow, man. You guys, we're all going to hit our best. We're all going to be back here talking shit next week, laughing about how much money we made and how much money we're going to make on 280. So appreciate you guys. Good luck tomorrow, man. See y'all guys later.